Hi guys, welcome back to this YouTube channel and welcome back to this cybersecurity for your business playlist. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about cybersecurity checklist for Nigerian businesses. First one, we have essential tools and software. And on the list, we have firewalls. Implement firewalls to block unauthorized access to your network. Firewall will enable you to block or to deal with or be able to control what gets into your network and what get out of your network. So that's simply what firewall does. So next one, we have antivirus software. Antivirus software is used to detect or block malicious applications from running on your system or network. Malware such as viruses, ransomware, trojans, and so on and so forth. We have data encryption softwares or tool which will be used to protect sensitive information during transmission and storage with encryption tools. Next one, we have backup solutions. Regular backup your data to mitigate the impact of ransomware and other data loss scenarios. It is very important to back up your data. So while backing up data, you can use what we call the 3-2-2 rule. And the 3-2-2 rule is a rule in which you're going to get 3 copies of your you're going to get 3 copies of your data or your everything, your information of your company and everything. Then you're going to store it into 2 different hardware devices, such as a USB device, and then you're going to get one of it offsite, which means you're not going to keep one in the office. You're going to keep it offsite, maybe in another building of the company, or maybe just any secure place in which the company agrees on or the company believes in, and something like that. Next one, we have comprehensive cybersecurity policies. And on the list, we have defined data handling. Establish clear procedures for handling sensitive data, such as storage, access to sensitive information, and all those. Next one, we have employee responsibilities. Outline employee roles and responsibilities related to cybersecurity. Let's see so you need to outline every employee role. So let's say, as a software developer, what and what should you do? What are your roles and what do you do in the company? So you should clearly outline that in a cybersecurity policy for your company. So next one, we have the incident response plan. An incident response plan is a set of procedures to respond to security incidents, such as data breaches or system compromises. This plan identifies incident types and severity levels. So it is very good to keep or have an incident response plan. And in case you don't know how to do that, at Zusin Innovations Limited, we got you covered. Next one, we have regular updates. Regular updates involves patching software and systems to fix vulnerabilities, updating security protocols and procedures, training personnel on new threats and best practices. So that's simply what a regular update means. Not just updating your application, but patching vulnerabilities which exist in your applications or network and all this. And that's what regular backups is just talking about. Next one, we have employee training. Employee training, and in the list of employee training, we have phishing awareness. Train your staff to recognize phishing links, phishing emails, or any type of phishing campaigns that is targeted to your company. The next one, we have password security. Educate employees on the importance of strong, unique password and password hygiene. You could also use password managers to help you with this. Next one, we have data protection protocols. Train employees on proper data handling procedures and security protocols. Next one, we have ongoing training. Conduct regular training sessions to enforce cybersecurity awareness and best practices. So this is one of the mistakes which companies or small medium enterprises makes, which is when they train their staff or when they create a security awareness for their staff once, then they're not going to do it again. But it is advised to do it often, such as once in a month or once in 2 months or something like that, depending on flexibility or depending on the type of staffs you have in your company. Next one, we have regular risk assessment, which is one of the very important aspects or one of the very important things you need to checklist in your organization or in your company. First one, we have vulnerability scans. Conduct regular vulnerability scans to identify weakness in your systems and application, because as updates comes in new systems, then there are more vulnerabilities and cyber attackers are growing more sensitive, so your organization might be a target to a cyber attack. So you need to perform vulnerability scans on a, let me say, weekly or daily basis, depending on how you want it to be. Next one, we have penetration testing. Perform penetration testing to simulate real world attacks and assess your defenses. In case you are wondering how all this can be possible in your organization as a small medium enterprise, don't worry, at Zusi Innovations Limited, we got you covered with all of this. Third, we have prioritize weakness. Based on risk assessment or penetration testing, then there should be a critical vulnerability, or maybe a medium or low vulnerability. So you should prioritize those vulnerability and first deal with the critical vulnerability, because those are the ones that are highly targeted. Or let me see, well, those are the ones that will be likely exploited by the or will cause more impact when exploited by attackers or hackers. Next and the last, we have data governance and compliance. And first one, we have data classification. Data classification involves categorizing data based on its sensitive and importance, such as public data, internal data, confidential data, and high sensitive data. And next one, we have compliance and regulation. Compliance with the regulation involves adhering to laws, standards, and guidance governing data protection, such as the GDPR, HIPAA, which is the health insurance portability and accountability. If you have or health, if you run a health agency or something like that, we have the CCPE, PCI, DSS. So there are a lot of compliance and regulations. So we need to ensure compliance with relevant regulations like the Nigerian Data Protection Regulation, which is the NDPR. So in case you don't know how you can be able to implement this, at Zusu Innovations Limited, we got you covered with this. Next one, we have the data recovery. Data recovery involves restoring data from backups or other sources in case of data loss or system failure. This includes implementing backup and recovery procedures, testing recovery processes, ensuring data integrity and consistency. Next one, we have third-party risk management. Third-party risk management involves assessing and mitigating risks associated with third-party vendors, partners, or service providers. So, access and manage the risks associated with third-party vendors and their access to your system. Not because you use a third. Let's say for example, you use an antivirus software, right? You use an antivirus software, or no, let me just use another example. Let's say you use a software, then that's the purpose of the software is to let's say just to arrange your files or keep your desktop environment clean. I'm just giving an example. So don't allow such application or such third-party software to gain access or to have access to maybe your let me see, your hard drive or any sensitive information in your computer. All it needs to do, or it needs to have access to, is just to arrange your desktop and to keep it clean. So, by implementing these measures, Nigerian businesses can significantly enhance their cybersecurity posture and protect themselves from the growing threat of cyber attacks. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and keep following this playlist in order to know how to protect yourself from cyber attacks and why you need cybersecurity for your business.